Hey everyone! In this video I'm gonna have a closer look and analyze the new cinematic trailer Disorder that depicts key characters in the latest update of Star Wars The Old Republic. I'm Illeva, and welcome to another of my videos where we examine and discuss the lore surrounding the Old Republic era of the Star Wars universe. If you are a Star Wars fan, then make sure to subscribe to my channel, especially if you're looking for more journeys through the Old Republic. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your journey. First off, we see the day Sahar Katin was chosen to begin her training as a youngling or a Padawan by Master Jedi Orr. Whether the planet we see initially merging with the mural behind her has any significance is yet unknown. It could be where they are. It could also just be for artistic reasons, such as Star Wars often opens up with the view of a planet inside. Sahar shows clear signs of her strength in the Force by her initiations test, levitating and pulling the toy towards her, in the same manner as Ahsoka Tano tested Grogu in the Mandalorian TV show. Her brother Rikan is initially excited for her, but his face quickly turns into worry. She is told the Force has chosen you, along with the warm smile of Master Orr, and she is off to begin her bright future as a Jedi. This almost sounds like the typical fairy tale of the poor orphan child saved from the life of misery, off towards bigger things, until Sahar experiences flashbacks showing a different story. Next thing we see is how proficient she has become in the Force and lightsaber combat, going head to head with an unnamed Sith that kinda resembles that of the Inquisitors of Palpatine's Empire in Jedi Fallen Order and the Star Wars Rebels TV show, mostly due to the sleek black armor and faceless mask, but also to the fact that his left arm and right leg are cybernetic. This could be an homage to Darth Vader's brutal teachings about the insignificance that is the loss of a limb. She again shows her strength with her confrontation against her master, although you can argue whether that is the true show of a Padawan's strength, since a master will be protective and hold back to not hurt their students. So the best show of her strength and prowess is when she attacks Malgus head on, after Malgus kills her master, who was at the mercy of the Sith and completely defenseless. She charges in with a roar very reminiscent of that of Palpatine himself as he was confronted in his office. With only one blade in hand and a holocron in the other, she would probably not be able to put her full strength into her blade, but still she gave Malgus a battle worthy of his skills, who fights her with two blades, his own and Master Orr's blade. Normally I would say that this would be a weakness, since Malgus usually only wields one lightsaber and therefore expert in that style, but he has shown time and time again how he is able to adapt to other combat styles. So she ultimately succumbs to Malgus's cunning attacks. Before this, we see that she is ordered to destroy the mysterious machine and all records of it, as Darth Malgus crashes the party. She approaches the machine with the intention of doing just that, igniting her lightsaber, but something else happens. The machine seemingly activates either by her presence or simply by a pressure mat on the floor that she steps on. She's stunned by the sudden sound of her brother's voice asking, "Sahar, is that you?" It could look like she is being teleported through time and space, with the background blurring out behind her, propelling her forward. Perhaps it is a visual representation of a force bond, a phenomena that has been put into focus as of late in the Secrets of the Enclave Flashpoint, with Krovo sharing a bond with Malgus that had been forged in battle, which of course was a strong reference to the strong force bonds from Knights of the Old Republic between both Revan and Bastila, but also Mitra and Kreia. She seemingly has a flashback of a different point of view of the events of her bright future, that of her brother's point of view, one where Sahar is being ripped away from him. And if you listen very carefully underneath Malgus's dialogue about her painful past, you can hear Rickon yell out, "Sahar, no, you can't take her," and "Get off of me," meaning he was most likely held back by the nursery droid. Sahar also yells out for Rickon, dropping her toy as Master Or yanks her out of the door, earning the Jedi's reputation of baby snatchers. It does seem like a flashback to events that she has forgotten or suppressed, but an interesting detail is that of Rickon asking, "Sahar, is that you?" Is this a memory of a time where Sahar reached out to Rickon and he sensed her? Or is she seeing these events through time and Rickon senses her adult self? At the very end of the vision, Sahar sees Rickon in chains, possibly of what became of him or what they came from as Twi'lek children. Or maybe it's a representation of what she fears happened to him. You can hear that she yelps out his name with an adult voice, but Rickon's voice sounds childlike through it all. So is this even real? Or is it seen through the world between worlds? Another big question is why would Master Or only take Sahar and not her brother? Rickon overhears Master Or telling the nursery droid that he will not be taking the boy because he showed little connection to the Force. But as the flashback goes on, you can see that he in fact does have enough connection to the Force to rip the toy in half, and it can be argued it was through the Force Rickon could hear Master Or's proclamation, while Sahar didn't. Maybe he was just strong enough to get into trouble, as Ensign Reyna Temple from the Imperial Agent storyline would say. But this would lead to the question again. Why did Master Or not take the boy as well? Normally you would think a Jedi would help a Force-sensitive child regardless of their strength and maybe let them become librarians or scholars. It's an interesting question that has not been explored a lot. It's more simple from the Empire's perspective. You show a connection and you are sent to the Academy on Korriban. If you're strong or cunning enough, you live. If not, you perish. What is the worst fate? Getting a chance and risking suffering death? Or being left behind yearning for a future that was not meant to be? But was this out of sheer incompetence or didn't sense the connection? Or did he sense something, a small connection, and disregarded Rickon because he wasn't strong enough, and the Jedi needed new and strong Jedi in the renewed war against the Empire? Sahar's age does fit with the timeline of the start of the game, around 10 years after the Treaty of Coruscant, where our hero enters the story. Then there is of course the question of, what is this mysterious machine? Well, the short answer is we don't know. As we can see in the trailer, the massive construct is located in the center of the atrium they're in, possibly underground due to the darkness of the room, as well as the fortress entrance outside doesn't seem big enough to house this big machine. Its sphere of rings are rotating in a constant motion, connected to a platform with a holographic representation of the sphere itself that reacts to Sahar's approach. It envelops her position inside a protective shield impenetrable by a lightsaber, which are broken as SWTOR destroys one of the rings, releasing Sahar from her visions, followed by the reveal of a holocron inside. Malgus informs Sahar that the machine her master just destroyed was a machine built to find those the Jedi didn't deem worthy. Since it's a seemingly ancient machine on the planet Elam inside an exiled ancient Sith fortress from centuries ago, it can't be of Jedi design to find their new prospects. So what is this machine? What does it actually locate? Malgus was searching for the machine for a reason, but what is it Malgus wants to locate? Could it be that this machine shows you what you yearn for the most? Or maybe it feeds on your past pain and torturing you with what can't be changed? Or is it enhancing your abilities somehow, letting Sahar reconnect with her past? With Malgus's words of a machine built to find those the Jedi didn't deem worthy, along with "we can still find your brother," my train of thought led down a path of who used to search for Force sensitives in ancient times? The Rakata. They used to use so-called Force hounds like Tau, who found Tython when it was the home of the Jedi Order. The Rakata sought Force-sensitive beings to enslave and torture in order to fuel the dark side energy of their ships. This is most likely quite a stretch, but it is an interesting connection or parallel that can be drawn. The most peculiar, however, is the design of the holocron itself. It looks like a Jedi design, but it reacts like a Sith holocron. If you look very closely or watch it frame by frame, you can see the holocron changes shape as it's trying to open every time Sahar is in direct conflict with another person. First with Master Orr as he tries to take the holocron from her, then again with Darth Malgus as he tells her to break free and grabs the holocron from her. This all could of course just be artistic choices, but I find it significant how she is confronted by her past pain and fear at a construct that houses this holocron, to then see how the holocron reacts to Sahar's direct conflict with her master, and again as she's been defeated by Malgus, probably overwhelmed by emotions such as frustrations, sorrow, anger. There's of course the entire matter of Malgus himself as well. He is clearly ravaged by wars, dark side corruption and old age, but he has changed. I think most of us took note of his eyes. They are bloodshot but no longer yellow-orange. Like he had let go of his anger, kinda like Arkan as seen in the cinematic trailer Sacrifice. But most notably is his monologues. Whether it's in Disorder or the 10-year anniversary montage, his entire motivation seems to be about breaking free, a part of the Sith code most never truly achieve. During Sahar's vision, Malgus speaks to her, letting her know he senses her past and her fears. He explains how her experience of being ripped away from her brother is the way that both the Jedi and the Sith maintain control, by revealing the path to some but keeping it away from others. He is leaning into how a Jedi's actions and choices have permanent consequences on others. My question here is, what does Malgus mean about breaking free? It is a concept that can be interpreted in many ways, and the most obvious is of course that you don't answer to anyone, or to break from conventional teachings on how to wield the Force. But why then would Malgus go on this triad seeking out relics from ancient Sith, plotting something. He tried being part of the Sith. He tried leading them as well. He also tried leaving the Sith behind. In theory, he could just go on his merry way, leaving it behind and live a happy life in exile. So there must be more to it than just breaking free of his chains that is the Sith Order. This is not the first time that the KOTOR franchise has explored this theme. Kreia sought out to destroy the Jedi Order, but when studying at the Malachor Academy, reached the conclusion that destroying the Jedi Order is but a speck in the galaxy. If she wanted to be truly free of the control of anyone or anything, she would have to kill the Force itself that exerted its will upon those who were able to sense it. Maybe Malgus has reached the same kind of conclusion. In order to destroy the orders that exert control over their members, leaving the galaxy in flames, he would have to kill the Force, because neither the Jedi nor the Sith would be anything without the Force. With the many KOTOR references in the most recent updates, it could be possible that Malgus' inspiration could come from the same place Kreia did. I do not think it is a coincidence that the concept art for the newest operation R4 Anomaly that is about to be released shows the deadly mass shadow generator as well as the mask of Darth Nihilus on the banners inside the Sith cultist facility. Nihilus became the powerful Sith who was part of the Sith triumvirate alongside with Kreia due to the devastating effects of the mass shadow generator. He became a wound in the Force capable of devouring planets of Force-sensitive people, and therefore caught the attention of Kreia. He left behind a void of nothing, not even the Force was present. Could Malgus be interested in unleashing a devastation upon the galaxy in the same magnitude, or even worse? Thank you for taking the time to watch this far into the video. If you're looking for more of my videos discussing Old Republic lore, then check out my playlist of previous videos up in the top right corner, or simply wait for the end screen. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on the future videos that I have planned. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, then please consider giving it a thumbs up. And I would love to know in the comments what detail really caught your eyes in this trailer. Finally, I would like to thank my patrons for their continued support. I really do appreciate it. If you would like to support me by becoming a patron for as little as $1 a month, then links and more details can be found in the description down below. Bye!